What's going on, Diecast collectors? This is OBB, the Diecast news guy, returning once more to bring you all a Lionel Racing Authentics Diecast review on Kevin Harvick's 2023 Hunt Brothers Pizza Ford Mustang for the Cars Tour Series and Kevin Harvick Incorporated. And you guys can see that this is not a NASCAR product, but it is a former NASCAR driver and color commentator for the Fox booth, good old Happy Harvick, Kevin Harvick, as he is back racing, this time in late model form. And this is pretty cool, as I'm sure he's not feeling 62 in this car, but with the jokes aside, guys, this is pretty cool. I love that Lionel Racing included the late models in the NASCAR Authentics line, even though it's part of the Lionel Racing Authentics. Still the same thing, but you see, guys, right here, this is part of the 2024 Wave 3 lineup, which I've already reviewed a good amount of all these other cars, which you guys can see right here. Feels like there's something missing right here, but anyways, without that out of the way, let's go ahead and start the unboxing, the official Diecast review of Kevin Harvick's 2023 Hunt Brothers Pizza late model car. And alrighty, folks, we got this Diecast out of its box, and man, let me tell you what, I might criticize Lionel for a lot of things, but when it comes to the late model Diecast, I am so happy we got these cars in NASCAR Authentics. Sure, some people are going to be like, well, it's not really a NASCAR Authentics Diecast. I mean, that's why they're called Lionel Racing Authentics. But still, though, every NASCAR fan knows who Kevin Harvick is. I mean, whether you're a new fan or an oldie like myself, I am just like absolutely stunned that we got a Kevin Harvick Incorporated diecast in the year 2024/2025. I mean, even though the diecast I'm showing you guys right now is a 2023 car, but you see we got these nice little Hoosier tires. So I guess I'm not, trust me, I don't want to say the pun, but Hoosier Daddy, there you go. I had to say it. And it does help that we got the Hunt Brothers Pizza car, which actually has a different paint scheme for once. And it looks like we do got some paint chips though, but don't worry, I think a blue Sharpie will fix that, so not gonna go too crazy on that, but just for the shits and giggles, god dang it, Lionel. But this is the first time I'm actually looking at the Ford Mustang variant of the late models, which, if you guys can't tell, it looks like they do use the same mold for all the late models, which, I mean, that's kind of like what they do with the Ford Mustangs with the Xfinity cars. I mean, heck, if you guys want more information about that, probably stay tuned for my Haley Deegan review. But yeah, dude, it does look pretty cool. Like, it doesn't look too distracting because, you know, these cars are built a lot more different than what your average, you know, NASCAR stock car is. I mean, I think these things have a lot more character to them. Speaking of character, guys, I mean, this paint scheme is very unique. This is probably the only time we have the Hunt Brothers Pizza scheme that has different colors. I mean, we don't have the traditional Hunt Brothers colors, but we have basically blue, white, and yellow. And, you know, 62, that's also the number that Kevin Harvick's, you know, son, Keelan Harvick, which, by the way, might give you guys a nice little indication of what we're going to be doing a side-by-side comparison very, very soon in this review. Pretty cool that he's using that number, but and there's all these other sponsors which may look very familiar, like Harrison's from Josh Berry. It's a lot more cheaper to get contingencies on these cars because, you know, heck, it's not like a well-known established series. Not until now. I think like Z-Max is actually now the title sponsor for the Cars Tour Series. But yeah, also I want to give a good shout out to my good buddy Buddy Poley. I mean, I know he's now really big into you know, the Cars Tour Series. Plus, he's a Kevin Harvick fan, so Buddy Poley, if you're watching this, shout out to you, bud. I was thinking about you during this review. But look at that, we got a lot of other familiar sponsors for all you Harvick fans out there, like Pristine Auctions, Mobile One, the Ream, we definitely talked about that in the Bubba Paula review. Morton Buildings, just yeah, Realtree, and you see all these other sponsors that I could read, but you guys already see. But I like the sheet metal detail that we got right here. You see the rivets on here, that is very nice. And even the interiors, guys, I don't think people really actually look how detailed these interiors are. I mean, look at this, you guys see the roll bars and the roll cage and everything, dude. This thing has a lot more detail in it than what is on your average NASCAR diecast. And what's even cool about these late model cars, just like the trucks, you can actually see inside. I know it's kind of hard to see because, you know, I'm not the best when it comes to camera angles in this reviewing station, but yeah, if you look pretty closely, if you guys actually take these cars out of their boxes, because, I mean, I think they made a Gold Series variant of this as well, so it's not exclusive, but we do got the usual Lionel quality, so we got a Hunt Brothers Pizza logo that's literally just hunting around in the background, so a little bit on the sideways side. But the spoiler's also detailed, and it has a nice curvature to it. Like, you would think that this would be a decal, but no, this is actually all painted black, and they managed to even put, like, the rivets, too, so probably my favorite detail that we got right here, as you guys can see, and there's also the fuel cell, which I know that's pretty hard to see now, but since, you know, we don't see this type of detail on, you know, the next gen cars, but really freaking nice, and the EL makes this as well. But yeah, comment below which late model's been your favorite so far in terms of like getting released in the Gold Series or in NASCAR Authentics, which I'm looking forward to review that Sammy Smith car. By the way, let's go ahead and now start the side-by-side comparison of another diecast that we got right here, which, remember how I said we were talking about Keelan Harvick, and this is actually his iRacing, his eNASCAR iRacing Invitational Pro Series car, which I can't believe they made a diecast of this. But since I have not reviewed this car, if you guys want me to, I will review this one, because I personally think that this scheme should be used a lot more compared to the Hunt Brothers scheme that we got right now for Joey Logano, which I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of that scheme. Kind of wish they would do something like this. Sure, this is on, you know, the last gen car, but look how much more cleaner that looks. Probably it wouldn't be surprising as well if Keelan Harvick brings the scheme back, because he is sponsored by Hunt Brothers after all. But I think Kevin Harvick only drove this car starting at North Wilkesboro, which is kind of funny because I think he also tested for Kyle Larson's car, you know, during the month of May when Larson was trying to do the doubles. So it's pretty funny that that Kevin Harvick got a lot of racing time in the month of May. So, but he said he was just doing it for the fun of it. Can't make, I mean, it does make sense. I mean, of course, the one sponsor that is going to stand out that's not on this car is there's no Busch logo compared to his 2024 late model, which was only released in the 124 scale. Would have loved 164, but hey, you know, we can't have Busch sponsors on, you know, toy scale diecast marketed for 6+. Ironically, 6 is on both these cars, but a very unique sponsor. And again, I don't know how in the world like Hunt Brothers Pizza was able to just let them just color whatever logo they wanted. Maybe it was cheaper to make, probably, or, you know, cheaper to print out, because like I said, a lot more cost effective for the Cars Pro Tour series compared to, you know, the Cup series, even though this is a video game Cup car. But still is pretty nice, guys. And you can see there's also the exhaust detail that I forgot to mention as well. It's a decal, but that still is pretty nice. Love the color side skirts as well. And yeah, guys, I mean, say what you want about, you know, which, if you guys don't really like the late model cars, but I just love that we have variety in NASCAR Authentics. It's definitely a better approach compared to some of the NHRA cars that we had, which we had NHRA diecast before, which actually, fun enough, I actually do have those cars still in my collection. But anyways, comment below if you guys have anything to share about this, as don't worry, Keelan, we'll be talking about you in the not so distant future. But this is going to wrap up the diecast review of Kevin Harvick's 2023 Hunt Brothers Pizza Ford Mustang for the Cars Pro Tour series for Kevin Harvick Incorporated. Comment, subscribe, and this has been OBB, the diecast news guy, and I'm going to go hunt me some pizza, y'all.